What's up, guys? Jangs08, you know me. Um, Recently, this past year, the past 8 months or so since the start of the year, I was doing a challenge. It was a weight loss challenge, and it was really good. It was run by LiveFit, and let me sit up here. It was run by LiveFit and um, does really well. Good support network, good structure. A really good weight loss challenge goal. I think it was called The Biggest Winner. And it's like a takeoff of the Biggest Loser on TV, the show that where they show the people going through the weight loss changes and all that kind of stuff. And anyway, so I did pretty well in it. I come second overall, but I was the biggest weight loss, which was 27 kilos. Um, Let me just check for people that are from, say, America that still work in pounds. I'll check what the conversion rate is. Sorry, I've got a cold, so my nose is annoying the shit out of me. But yeah, so I lost 27 kilos, which in pounds is nearly 60 pounds. So I lost 60 pounds or 27 kilos, however you want to put it. I started at 150 kilos. So like here's like the healthy range, like 90 kilos or so for somebody my height, 6 foot tall. I was 147, nearly 150 kilos. And no, that was terrible. And so I joined this challenge, did really well in it, lost 27 kilos, 60 pounds. And it was great. Like, loved it. It was good. I was into it. It was one of the best things that I've ever done. Felt healthier, felt better. And when the challenge finished, I felt like I was going to do well, and I felt like I'd made changes for myself for life, not just for the challenge. I thought that I did stuff that was going to change my life forever. And I think it has, but at the same time, I've slowly found I'm regressing back to the same thinking, the same type of ways that I was when before I started the challenge. So I was 147 kilos. I got down to 119 point something. Um, sorry, and that's all well and good. So I was down to about 120, and over the last 3 or 4 months since the challenge finished, I've slowly put weight back on, and I didn't think it was an issue, and I realized I noticed myself falling back into the same traps and the same things that I was doing, and I kept thinking, oh well, this will be the last time, and then I won't. I'll make sure I pick it up again, and I'll do well, um, and then the next time would come along, and I'd be sitting up. It'd be late at night. I'd be hungry. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't sleep, so I'd have something to eat, and it was just something like that I did. And slowly over time, over the last couple of months, I've put about 10 kilos back on, and I've noticed it. Like there's many ways that you notice it. Like overall health, like just walking, and running, doing things like that I was doing after I lost the weight, doing things like that I was doing that I can't do as well now. And then now doing, I mean, even other things like personal things like sexual intercourse and things like that. Like everything's fine. I can still do them things and still do them well, but just like there's little things like I guess unless you've done it, you don't really know. But if you have done it and you know what I'm talking about, then you understand. Um, but I've started to realize that it's way more of a mental thing than it is just stop eating the crap. Like I've always been a big guy, and I always thought it was just if I stop eating it, I'll be healthier, which is true. You are healthier, but it's such a mental thing to stop yourself from doing that because right now, like I'll take you back to where I started, not where I started, where I started having these feelings again. I was watching a basketball video of our basketball team, in a grand final match, and just looking at myself on the court, like looking at myself run, looking at myself dribble, just looking at the way I carried myself, like it really upset me. It made me like it was very upsetting. just to look at myself, and I was very ashamed of that. That was me, and I've always been one to think that it's not a mental problem. It's just I always thought it was, well, it's just I just got to stop eating that crap, rah rah. But now that I've gone through the weight loss and now getting back um, to having the to put in a little bit on, I'm realizing how much more of a mental thing it is to stop eating the crap. Like I really feel like it's a disability, like not a disability, but like it doesn't disable me, it doesn't stop me from doing anything I want to do. And I don't mean to put it in the same way, but it really is a disorder, like an eating disorder, like the same way people that don't eat, I guess. Like I'm sitting there doing nothing, feel like eating. I'm not hungry, but I feel like eating, so I eat, and that's a big problem. And so over the last 24 hours, and I know it's only a short period of time, over the last 24 hours, I've really decided to let's hop back on the bandwagon before things get out of shape again. Like I'll start at 147, down to 120 or 119. Now I'm back up to 131, 132. So I'm trying to do more videos of just like overall how I'm doing with it. Just sitting here talking to you guys because if I'm going through these troubles, I know that it might help somebody else to realize that they're not alone, or it might help them to realize that, oh, maybe I need a little bit more motivation, or I need a little bit more. So, like, don't feel alone. Don't feel left out. Don't feel like you're a weirdo or you're crazy because you're putting on weight and your friend isn't. That's got a really good metabolism and they just eat whatever they eat, exact same food you eat, but then you put on weight and they don't. Don't feel like you're stupid. Just find people like you. Find people that are ready to change, like myself. Like I'm really want to change. I want people to be with me. I'm very like I'm very big into other people. I love having friends. I love having people around. Um, love doing things with other friends. But so I just, if you're like that and you really want someone to help you, like message me on here on YouTube or wherever you see this on Facebook, and like let's hook up and make something happen. Because even if it's just going for a walk, like I had a friend Georgia, she would come with me walking, like we'd walk 7-8 k's just and talk crap, and um, it was really helped me because it meant while I'm walking, I didn't have to think about, oh, I'm walking here to lose weight because I'm overweight and I'm fat and all things like that. It just helped me talk. We just talked about basketball or boys or girls or whatever, um, the cars, what we're doing in the next 10 years, 5 years, all that kind of stuff. And it just helped put that out of the way so then I could just do what I had to do and it would be better. Like it just made it better. So if you're looking for someone to do stuff with, I'm willing to help. If you know me, if you don't know me and you want to meet up somewhere and do some walking, exercise, um, lunch, healthy lunch, I'm willing to do whatever it takes because I know how hard it is to do it alone. And they're not alone, but like I've got my wife and family, and they're very supportive and they help a lot. But it's really hard when you don't have somebody else that's going through the same stuff that you're going through. And when you do have that person, someone to help, someone that's feeling how you're feeling, it almost like takes away the what would you say? Takes away the taboo of saying I'm doing this because I'm overweight and fat and ugly and whatever you feel about yourself, and it'll help. And so I'm trying to make another change, and again for my own life, and I hope one of you guys want to come along with me, a few of you guys, and yeah. So that's the end of the video, and just yeah, thanks for listening.